We're gonna record this. Alright. So what we're gonna do, in theory, is we're going to take the hose that is coming into the AIS valve and we're going to put a block off somewhere so that we can try to get the popping and banging at the red lights to stop. I love it, but you know who doesn't love it? The wee-woos. That's gonna fall. And Warren gave me an idea and said, you know what you should do? You should record when you do this kind of thing. So, I'm gonna record this, and I think this is gonna be my first YouTube video. Put it online, see who watches it. This is all basically just repetitive stuff. Take those two bolts off. Take this bolt off right here. Like so. Take this bolt off. If you own a Ninja 500 and you're not doing almost all of the maintenance on it yourself, and you want to look into getting into it, it's very quick and easy. And I would say, as far as these bikes go, it's very forgiving. So, we need that tube right there, which is actually pretty warm, but we may have to take the gas tank off to get to that. It also may be way bigger than the piece that I got. So we're gonna have to check that out. Got some tubing and all this. Connectors, and this is the twist off valve that we got, which what it looks to be is significantly smaller than that. But I guess we're just going to take it all apart and see what happens. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side over here. Take this piece off. This could be a complete failure as far as what we are trying to accomplish, but it won't be a failure because at least it will show you how to get your gas tank off, how to get your fairings off, how to get down into the air box, all those fun things that could be useful to a lot of people. There are some videos out there, but a lot of them are on Ninja 400s, which are very similar as far as the process goes, but some of them, some things on this are just a little bit different. Things you gotta keep in mind, things you gotta worry about. So for that purpose, I'm gonna record this. Really with some sockets and a couple wrenches, you can do a lot of the maintenance on your bike. Okay, I'm gonna put this there. This has got to come off. Not gonna disconnect the battery this time because I don't really think there's what's going on with that. comes off like that. And for me, I've got this fairing system. So this gas tank just pops right off. Real simple. Over there. The thing you gotta be careful with on these is this fuel line right here. You gotta make sure that, well, you gotta make sure you have a towel first. You don't have a towel. Yeah, a perfect towel right there. Dirty ass towel, but it's gonna get gas on it, so it's perfect for what we need. Because when you take that out like that, this will just slide right off, and gas will come out. But if you catch the gas like that, it's not too bad. Now here's the difficult part. Is getting this tank off of its, well, first we want to unplug the tank sensor. That's pretty important. Not as important as the other one, that tank sensor right there. And this is your fuel line. But you gotta take that tank sensor off. Fuel line's more important because if you yank it, it'll just break. And that's what I had happen to me. First time I tried that. Alright. So you're also going to want to take these off like that. And like that. Come on, buddy. Don't want to pull too hard. Accidentally break something. But filter. It's our AIS line. And this is the hose that we want to kick into. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take that hose off, because I don't want to take the air box out right now or ever again. Not that it was difficult, it's just there's lines going in there, and I could put that back on. So what I'm currently seeing is this is a lot fucking smaller than it. So what we're going to want to do is what we're going to want to do, honestly, actually, is, I don't know. I'm going to see if maybe this hose will fit inside of that hose. How much money did I spend on that? That's a good question. I only spent $38 on this. So we can open all of this shit up and see what happens. So if we get lucky here, actually, this will go inside of that, and it won't. Alright, that's perfect. Theoretically, this would do what we want it to do. But what we really want to test out is what happens if you plug that. Go to AutoZone and see if they have any bigger ones. Fuel shut-off valve. You know what I could do, actually? take this hose off completely. Okay, so this is the size hose that I actually need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to AutoZone right now, and one that's closer, and I'm going to see if they have what I need, and I hopefully will be right back. So what we figured out, the line is a 1/2 inch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go online and we're going to look up the 1/2 inch piping and see what we can do. Because really what we want is, we want that little valve right around here. If we can mount it like right here, that'd be perfect. I put the gas tank back on. So this is the pipe right here. And we want that to go over here, basically, and then go back around to where it needs to go, so that we can have our on and off shut off. And so we're going to go online and we're going to look at what we can find, and we're going to go from there. But I believe, as far as my first YouTube video goes, this should be it. We didn't accomplish too much, but sometimes that's when you're working on the bike, it's just what you get.